I'm willing to bet almost anyone has been asked the typical question, what's your favorite season? Or what's your favorite time of the year? It's a pretty simple question, right? But my answer has always carried a lot of meaning with me, and it's always been winter. Ever since I was little, I've always loved snow in the winter. At our house when I was younger, we would always play outside. We lived on the countryside, so our family has always had a lot of land. A lot of land gave us a lot of opportunities to do things like get a trampoline, drive quads or dirt bikes or three wheelers. What I mean is, I spent a lot of time outside. So when I looked out a window some cold morning and I realized that the world had gotten a white paint job, it was so exciting, so different. So many new activities opened up, and if it felt too cold or there was too much snow on the ground because it's Wisconsin, I got to really connect with shows, movies, and video games, which I didn't do as much in the summer. Winter and snow always takes me back to really good times. Sometimes I'll think of a certain way the winter used to make me feel, and I feel it all over again, and I get lost in the feeling, sometimes having music contribute to the feeling. One feeling I always think about again is a winter day with my grandma. I was always at my house, so whenever I got to go to either of my grandparents' houses, it was always so exciting to me. I remember I would get butterflies in my stomach, or I felt like I had to pee because of how excited I got. This day with Grandma Laura was one of those days. I barely remember anything about it, but it's so sacred to me. We got in a red truck and drove to a Dairy Queen nearby, listening to a new song by Owl City called Vanilla Twilight. I always distinctly remember the taste of the cone that I was eating, and how it mostly tasted like paper. We got back inside, and I always wanted to play this simple flash game that I called Popper's Penguins, because that was a movie that came out recently. My grandma always had a way of making things so fun or awesome. Even when she had to shave her head for treatment, and I asked why she wore this hat now, she was so calm and happy. She had cancer for 16 years, and I never heard her complain about it. Not once. She made the most simple things like eating olives an exciting or fun thing. She showed me that I could fit the holes of the olives on the tips of my fingers and eat them right off. She's also the reason I microwave my Lunchables. I remember a time I wanted a pizza Lunchable, and she said, "Aren't you gonna microwave it?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess that makes sense." And ever since then, I've been microwaving my pizza Lunchables. She indirectly taught me how to be nice to everyone I could. She taught me how to try new things. She taught me that I actually really like to cook. And every day I just realize that a big part of me is her. One day during deer camp week, we all went over to her house and she had been making a gigantic Thanksgiving dinner for all of the people that were going to deer camp. My entire extended family. I don't think she even was making it to taste that much, but just to make everyone happy. That's another thing about winter. Families all getting together, having an amazing time and meal. Then Christmas comes and the entire month of December is just so jolly. It feels like there's always hope in winter. Something's always coming up. After December, my birthday is close by. So many good things come out of winter. Maybe because of all the things that happen around that time is why I have so many memories of it. Whenever winter comes around, whatever month it is, or whichever holiday is close, I'm always remembering, thinking about when times were simpler, when amazing people surrounded me, and when I just felt happy. Happy birthday, Grandma Laura.